Hey everyone, I'm Anne-Marie from Herria Basque and welcome to the Herria Basque YouTube channel where every week I am talking about different things having to do with the Basque Country, Basque people, and Basque culture. Today's video is part of a series of videos all about the different Basque provinces of the Basque Country, and today's video is all about Lapurdi. Lapurdi is on the western coast of Iparralde, what we call the Northern Basque Country, or the French Basque Country. So technically, Lapurdi is in France. The French name for it is Le Labour, and it's like the most famous or most visited, shall we say, Basque province on the French side. Because pretty much it's got all the cool spots to hang out. Bayonne is like the major city, if you will, but Biarritz is like the tourist destination. People go there to go to the beach, surfing. It's really huge in the summertime. But also it's got some really beautiful coastal villages, Saint-Jean-de-Luz, Hendaye. So Lapurdi is a well-known spot. They call it La Côte Basque, the Basque Coast. If you're new to the channel, I'm American, but my father is from the Basque Country, from the province just next door to Lapurdi. And so I've been spending my whole life kind of going back and forth out there, but I never really spent too much time in Lapurdi because I was always visiting family. But the last few visits, I've definitely gone, and I can appreciate why the tourists love it so much. Like, it is beautiful. And what I really appreciate about it is like you can get around fairly easily from town to town all along the coast because they've got trains and buses that go between the different towns. So it's like really easy as a tourist to navigate. A little bit of the history, why is Lapurdi such a hot spot, if you will, of tourism? It goes back to the 19th century. Biarritz was like the place that French aristocracy would go to, like, you know, revive their health and get that sea air. So Emperor Napoleon III, he and his wife, the Empress Eugenie, used to go down to Biarritz. Ever since then, it's kind of stuck. People write to me that they're oftentimes disappointed by visiting Lapurdi, and it's usually people coming from Jaialdi, the Southern Basque Country, specifically areas that are like very visibly Basque, with lots of Basque flags and lots of Basque signs and names and things, like a very visible Basque presence. And then people cross the border over into Lapurdi and they're like, wait, where did the Basque stuff go? Because it can have a very French vibe to it. The cool thing about Lapurdi is it still has a lot of the like traditional-ish architecture of the Northern Basque Country, like these white houses with red tile roofs. So they have beautiful, beautiful villages. They've got a really nice coastal drive too. But sometimes people are like, oh, why is it so French? And that's because it is. Well, I don't want to get too much into politics and whatever, but basically the French state is super French. People are like, oh, it's so French. But subtly, like if you're in the know, you know that Lapurdi and all of the Basque provinces on the French side have their own microcurrency. So everywhere, most everywhere in Europe uses the euro. But a few years ago, they started their own microcurrency in the French Basque Country called the Euskal. And it's basically a way of converting your euros into this microcurrency so that then you can use that to pay at local businesses. And it's a way of keeping your currency like in the local community, supporting local businesses and really building up the local economy. And it is the most successful, if you will, of the microcurrencies all throughout Europe, in that it's the most, last time I read anyway, a couple years ago, it was the most used microcurrency in all of Europe, which is pretty impressive since it's kind of a new thing. So you may notice, like if you're really looking hard traveling around Lapurdi, you may notice that there's like little signs in shop windows saying that they take Euskal, and that's basically a little secret Basque currency that not a lot of people know about. But yeah, if you're going to the Basque Country looking for a super visible Basque presence, the northern provinces, maybe not the places for you, but if you're like looking hard enough, like you will see signs and billboards advertising classes in the Basque language, euskera. You'll find flags, you'll find traditional food, you'll find gâteau basque, which is like kind of what they're most famous for. They make really good traditional like Basque cake for dessert, and so Lapurdi is a really nice place to visit, and as a tourists, I think it's a very convenient place to visit. If you have more to add to this discussion, please let us know in the comments below. If you're from Lapurdi, if there's things you want people to know about it, Feel free, share it out. I know people read the comments. And if you want to learn more about the Basque Country, you can always subscribe to the Herria Basque YouTube channel so you can watch more videos on different Basque topics. So, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.